right. Slightly longer break today because I got hungry. Alright, let's try that again with only one earplug so the delay doesn't kick me off as badly. Slightly longer delay because I got hungry and made myself a sandwich. And you know, making isn't enough, you have to eat it as well. I hope you folks have seized the opportunity and taken a little break as well. And I could swear that the clips during the break were about the same, the exact same order at startup when I started the stream as they were just now. Oh, interesting. The dozen or two bot accounts that have been hanging out here since Justice Pirate's generous raid just disappeared, apparently. That's nice. Finally, regular real people in the audience, I guess. Alright, where were we? We had a backup program that was sort of working. Whoops. File backup solution. It sort of works. You should work in marketing. Yeah. Well, luckily we're still in development, so if I worked in marketing, what am I doing programming here? That's not what I'm being paid to do. Not that I'm being paid to do anything here, but you know what I mean. If I worked in marketing, I probably would have already sold 10 copies of this, which I haven't done. So I'm obviously very bad at marketing and should stick to the programming and just get this thing finished. The clips are not very random. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would have to, I don't know, go and contribute to the OBS source code to fix that. Which, you know, it sounds, if I can get it to build, then it sounds like something I may be able to do. Because it seems like a fairly small change. But we shall see if I remember it the next time. Okay, let's see the one that it backed up. The project, if I unpack it, open, and if I double click it, that works. Oh, of course. We're unpacking it at the source and then copying it. And our copy code only copies either data fork or resource fork. That's of course wrong. And it's bad style to unpack in the source anyway. So what we should really do is, if it's a stuffit file, we should just copy it normally. So let's see. Copy it here. And then here. Do the needs compression thing. All right, now that we're done copying, we say the path is set if needs compression, then open it with stuffit. That should give us the right file. Then wait for stuffit expander to quit. Remove it from, but not from the path. But actually, what is the destination? Do we have a destination path? Yes. So put path without suffix destination path into destination path until there is that file. Put delete file no wait. Yeah, destination path is okay, but we can't change it yet. So unpacked destination path. And then we wait until the unpacked file exists. Delete the archive. There, that should be better. Delete that folder again. I think it's waiting for a file path that is never going to it didn't actually unpack, did it? Huh. That's weird. Why doesn't this one unpack? Stuffit expander. Check for preferences. Destination, same as original. Huh. Did I copy it wrong or something? Let's look at, what is it? This folder. The project. Let's use resEdit and get info and compare it. Has no resource fork. Get file folder info. And it's about 12K. And the other one. Pizza is now in the oven. Yay! Good food. You didn't miss too much. The first thing I figured out is that I was extracting and then just copying the data fork, basically undoing what the stuff it compressing was supposed to do in the first hand, which is preserve both the data and resource forks. So yeah, fixed that by just making it copy the archive back and then extracting at the destination. And now let's get info. 12448 bytes, SID and SID5. All looks pretty good. But for some reason, this one won't unpack anymore.
Uh-oh.
Which is a little weird. Let's see what happens if I copy and replace it manually. Huh. Wait, we have the project here. Does it extract to the wrong directory? No. Does this one extract? This one does. So why does it not save on this drive? But I mean, apart from stuff it misbehaving, it should be fine. Does it extract in the wrong folder? I think that's our problem. Maybe. Let's see. Where are we? Copy over. Put resource, then switch data back to resource fork. Copy the file. And now here open. Yeah, it opens the path. So it waits. Unpacked destination path.
Uh-oh.
Open destination path with this. Then it waits for drop stuff to quit, or rather stuffed expander. Waiting for creation of file unpacked destination path. Delete file destination path. Well, let's see. Let's delete this folder again. And now try to make another copy. That looks like it works. Yes. Okay. So we're good. We just need to handle the subfolder case, which, you know, is a good step. So resource fork was getting lost. Yeah, sort of. You know what it did? What basically, it unpacked it here. And then copied over the data fork of this file. And so, yeah, of course that didn't work. That was dumb. And of course then, in the second step, I actually unpacked it in this folder and waited for the unpacked file to show up in this folder, which of course also never worked. So yeah. Little mistakes one can make. All right. So now we need to get these 3 entries that we're missing, basically. So that means this bit this bit we somehow need to make into a function. Yeah, so I guess probably function recursive files path. And now if last character of path is not colon, then after last character of path, after path shorter. Okay. And now we repeat over the returned list. Return final list. Put line X of files list and return after final list. Put empty into final list to start with. And now if file type line X of files list. What did I call it? Did I call it file type? Yeah. Is fold max, then and if put recursive x files and now path without type just put this into its own variable so we don't have to parse it out each time. Reads better as well. After final list, and now of course we need to, so now that should give us the lines, but we still need to remove the last one. So path is inner. No path. Wait, that needs brackets as well. True. If is inner is not true, then and if delete last character of final list, and that should give us a pretty good list now. Okay, here we found the folders, and now here we need recursive x files host root path. Can't understand argument. Oh, and into should be there. Okay, what does variable watcher say? Files list aardvark, then the aardvark files. Yes, that looks good. Oh wait,
Uh-oh.
does this what was it? I forgot what I wanted to check. Well, I guess it should be good.
Uh-oh.
Failed to copy from to data test data x command main. Error
Oh dear.
creating destination
Failed
file
to
minus.
copy from.
Oh, the folder was probably not empty because I didn't delete it yet. Yes. So we need an overwrite mode in our copying tool, I guess. And that looks like it worked. Huh. Success. All right. And we should probably trigger the refresh button after this. Okay, delete this. Okay, the number of files doesn't quite get updated correctly, I think, but the list here is good. So let's see why and files, number of, oh wait, let's take this function and put it with the rest of the utility stuff. I did some testing of the pbdt get icon quickly on real Mac OS. You will soon have some news for me. Ooh, that will be interesting. Thank you. I'd be really curious what this will be like. I mean, it should be working, I guess. At least according to the documentation. And I think somewhere we might be leaking memory or something. And I don't really know. Wait, let's see. We are copying. Where is the new pointer call? Here. Let's see who. Those do a break. This one does a return and does a dispose pointer on it. This one does a dispose pointer on it and the return. And this one does a dispose pointer on it. So there should really be no leak. I don't know. Well, but anyway. We have a useful little file copying tool. And I guess now it's script time. Seems that that function even works without file sharing. Good. I mean, that's what the documentation says, but you're never quite sure, are you? You're getting the correct icon. Okay, cool. Do you have any, like, what are you doing for opening the path? Maybe, or is it here? I guess we can delete that. The problem is you're using the param block. Well, not technically reusing. I'm just so in getVinfo I'm just using the one variable because that's the one I should be passing in the volume. Use hparam block. I guess you're using hgetVinfo or something. Maybe that's it. It's not, this one doesn't take a param block. This just takes an int long. So I'm not using the param block actually in getVinfo. But I mean, there are a bunch of but I mean, it could be that getVinfo, maybe it doesn't take the right. You know, maybe that expects one of the special fake volume reference numbers. So let's try. Are you using PBH getVinfo? It should return -1 as vrefnum if all is okay. That's not easy to find out, I guess. Although I guess, I could probably just send a message to HyperCard, kind of as a printf. But you know what I'm going to do? Let's go back to the files header.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. getVinfo returns a short. So now use the boot vrefnum here. And oh, actually that wasn't the one I wanted to change. Anyway, doesn't hurt. Can probably log it more easily now. On the pbdt get path, that where is it? IODT refnum. What is that? DTPBrec. I think that's in the files header.
Uh-oh.
No, it should be pbdtrec, right?
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Here it was. So name dtrefnum is a short as well. And now dtrefnum equals IODTrefnum. And now we can memset wait. I'm an idiot. I see my mistake now. Do you spot it? I'm calling the function and then setting up the record. It's just wish I had a brain sometimes. It's like you can't eat your sandwich before you've made it, Uli. No. You'll just end up licking the table. Okay. So this should probably work. Maybe it will crash. I don't know. Should have seen that. You know why? Because I did the freaking same mistake myself here and I even fixed it. Well, at least I'm not alone. No error message. Let's see. We have the icon. Okay. So now a few things I want to do with this native code plugin. First, for my list, I will need the small icons. So that will be a little bit of extra work because HyperCard only does 32 by 32 icons. So I need to fill in 8 pixels to the left and the right, and at the top and the bottom, of course, of empty space for each small icon. But yay, it works. Ha! I was actually just like, why did I put that line up there? All right. And one more thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to see I think it's getress info or something. Resources. And I think it should be get one res info.
Uh-oh.
Let's get one resource. Or get named resource. That's really all we need. So here's the thing. My idea is we create the icons with the type and creator code as their name, so we can easily use them. And then we can just call this thing and say either, you know, tell me if there already is an icon for this type, or, you know, get one from the desktop database and add it to my stack. That, of course, means we need to check whether one exists first. Type creator. Handle existing icon. And then we need, I think it was getress info, right? Yes. So this is the call with which you can find out from your resource handle how large it actually is. Cool learning experience. We all learned something new. Yeah. If existing icon, else do the old dance. All right. Get res info and possibly, and we need to output errors. Error not no error and error not res not found. I hope I remember that name correctly. Error retrieving icon resource should really never fail here, because if the icon is there we should be able to read it, and if it's not there then we're not getting into this error case and will instead create a new one. So this should be fine. Okay, and so now icon ID, existing icon. I don't actually know, can I pass get res info? Handle to a resource. That's the type. It doesn't really say if I can pass null. Okay, let's just have dummy Luckily we're at the start of a block, so we don't even need to go all the way up. We already know that it needs to be an icon type, and we already know that it will have the name of our type and creator. Error determining existing icon ID. Error creating icon. All right. So just as a demo, if we click this button a few more times and go into the icon editor, we have 3 different icons, all with the name stack wild and with different numbers. So let's delete those. Quit. Go back into Code Warrior, build our new version. Ooh. Write. Writing modern C again in an old compiler. Dope. Okay, that built something. And you know what? Let's add a new button where we can preview the icon. Preview. Exit mouse up, and otherwise we set the icon of card button preview to the error message, which should be the icon ID that we're returning. Yes, it worked. Click this a few more times. Still only one icon. Okay, and now that works as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that works as well.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What was the type of the system file?
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Okay, I don't remember all these type names. QuickTime Movie should be easy. Yes, that works as well. So we can at least get the large icons. Alright. Not just because I feel bad that I don't remember it. Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I guess that's because it's not on the root drive. Or what? What is your type? Missed apple, yeah. Okay, so we're only scanning the main desktop database right now. We'd still have to go over all other disks.
Uh-oh.
And I guess Code Warrior is on the data drive, so it can't see that either. Huh, but we can get Internet Explorer if you want to. Alright, next step is making this work for different icon sizes. Alright, so how do we do this? First, let's make a backup of this. Just so we have something. 2021, 12/17. Gonna eat some pizza. Have a great meal. Pizza is important, I understand. Alright, so we have a copy of this now. And now we need to turn a 16 by 16 icon into a 32 by 32 icon. And nobody told me that I was still on the Inside Macintosh. I really need to learn that. Okay, sorry. So you didn't see anything I demoed here. Which is a little disappointing, but anyway. So the stack now works. I could get the Internet Explorer icon. I can get QuickTime Players icon. I can get a HyperCard stack icon. And the fun thing is I got some of those before, but you see there's only ever one in there because we're checking is if there already is one there. We just return the same ID number again. So that works. Inside Macintosh equals a test whether we are still watching. Yeah. All right. What other? Yeah, but the problem is if, for example, I take the type and creator code of MIST, which would be application MYST.
Uh-oh.
It says it can't find it. I think actually we'll do that first. because it's a less invasive change. So let's write a function for this. So void get icon for type creator, and then char pointer out buffer long buffer size. So it will fill out this buffer as long as the size is right. And now let's just copy all of this code once and then delete what we don't need. Let's call it maybe get file icon for type. Have it return an OS error so we don't have to deal with those here. Also, error strings are not important. Oh, and short. Hey, I clicked. If this emulator always has the mouse hotspots a little off. It's weird. Okay. Short. And what was the get vinfo parameter anyway? Get vinfo drive num. Okay. Finally got that fly that's been flying around here. I should get rid of the corpses. Okay. Is that even used here?
Uh-oh.
No. I guess we can clean up our code as well. Okay, the regular vref num is also not used, and the dir index probably not either. Gosh, it's Friday night and one of your colleagues reported some public files having been overwritten. Luckily we have colleagues in more Western time zones. So you don't have to fix it.
Uh-oh.
Not your job to panic. Okay, so we have the param block. We don't need to extract the parameters. We do a get volume info with drvnum vol name. Yeah, we don't care. And just here return error. And we use the vref num. Open desktop database. Find volume ref num. Open desktop database. on that volume. All right, return error again. Return error. We need to make up one, I guess, if that ever happens. Let's return param error here. All right, and now this one. And now here, IO file creator equals creator, and IO file type equals type. You're sneaking away. Okay, and that's not size of buffer. That's actually the variable buffer size. So if they gave us the wrong length, then that's their fault. I realized this only searches one desktop database on the main drive. So what I'm now trying is if I can search all drives. All right. Delete this. Whoop. Return no error. Yeah, the main reason for me doing that was, and not going, oh fuck it, it's close enough, was that mist is on another drive. So I can't, I can't do this without getting the mist file icon at least. Let's just make up a few error codes here. It's fine. Okay, and again, this should be buffer size, and this should be out buffer, right? And I guess I should pass the icon type into this right away. What is the icon type again? There are the icon type sint8. sint8. All right. Actually grab the icon data. Includes mask for black and white icons. All right. Okay, we've unpacked the parameters. Don't need these. icon ID, icon data we need, buffer we need, parent block we don't need, but we need OS type and OS type creator here. Where do we call you? R equals file icon for type 0 large icon buffer size of buffer. All right, and now we need to get the type and creator. All right. And now the rest of the code for a bunch should be unnecessary until about here. Okay. Buffer icon data, we don't have that yet. We don't have it here either, actually. None to string, yeah. Yeah, this doesn't need to do it either, but this one needs to do it. All right. Retrieving icon from, oops, not all caps, icon from desktop database. So this should be equivalent to the previous one. Yes, you need a prototype, wine, all you can do. And now, what's the other one? Resonant. Oh, what is it called? Oh no, wait, it's in errors, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe the errors are in resources. No, they aren't. What was the error? Res not found. Oh, it's without air.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, That's also not needed. Oh, and the stack is still on. So this should just be the same as before. Let's hope that exists.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Well, I guess I can just delete all the icons that we have.
Uh-oh.
Okay, still works. So now let's try a little loop. Sharp drive num. For drive num, I think we start at 1. Drive num less than 10,000 plus drive num. If r equals what's the drive get vol info? That should be inside Macintosh files. Alright, so I'm trying to find off screen inside Macintosh files. I'm gonna turn it on. Remember, this is your test. If I forget to switch back, pretend you're paying attention and tell me to switch back. Alright, get v info. Drive number of volume. And no such volume, NSVR. Okay, so if R equals NSVR or R equal, oh, I already forgot to switch back. Close. Okay, R equals no such volume error or R equals no error, then break. Is it checking res not found here? What was... Oh, that's probably just left over. Yeah, that's definitely an error case. I think I just copied that from below. Alright, so now we should hopefully loop over all drives and maybe find more icons. We shall see. Alright. First, let's see if it still works. Okay, it created a new icon. And now uh-oh. Endless loop. Huh. Okay, that was weird. Hi, Grizzleby, how's it going? So maybe my theory of how one would loop over all volumes wasn't right. I should probably consult the actual documentation on how one does that. That's a little center or something. Yeah. Aww. Okay. For the specified volume. Yeah, what's the drive number of a volume? That would be useful to know what it even is. Drive number. Let's see if we find that anywhere. Oh, specified drive number. NSDRVR. Maybe I need that. Wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. Any errors should make me stop. It's just if error not no error. No, it's okay. They're all errors. But if it's couldn't find the icon, which was the AFP, where was that? PBDT at icon AFP item not found. That is what it returns. So we loop if error not item not found, then break. So if it's item not found, then it's fine, it's just not on this disk. It probably won't work, but at least it's more what I intended. Whoa, we got a proper system error this time. Pling. Okay. Let's go back in here just in case. Let's build this again. And then run it here. And see what happens. I should probably change the cursor.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Still doesn't work. Or maybe I should at least... Well, I guess... drive number. Let's search for that. You can identify a volume by the vref num, by volume reference number or drive number. But volume reference number is preferred. A value of 0 represents the default volume. A volume name and the path name overrides any other value specification. Unlike a volume name, a volume reference number is guaranteed to be unique. If it changes, however, each time a volume is mounted. If you're looking for a way to enumerate available volumes, file manager 249. So we're in chapter 229. 48. Ooh, close. PBH get v info. Yeah, I think... Isn't that the same? I wonder if that's the same as I'm doing there. Vol index 1. Repeat until my error, not no error. Keys using IO vol index. Yeah. But the thing is, that's PBH get v info. And I have I'm using get v info here. And that has a drive number, and that sounds like it's the same. Like the IO vol index. Oh. Drive number is actually different. Okay. So I guess I could change this. Equals PBH get v info and v info PB or something like that. I mean, I also don't really need the free bytes and the volume name, so that makes sense to use the parent block maybe. And that's a, what's the my HPB? H parent block rec. Here. All right. Info PB, and I guess we do a mem set on that one as well. All right, find volume ref num. Name pointer vol index. I guess volume param. And that is an H volume param. And yeah, that has an IO vol index. Index equals, let's just reuse that parameter. And then this one gets set IO vref num. And that should be enough, right? Name pointer has been nulled already. So now the question is whether it will work. I don't think that worked either. I think we're heading for our next boom. Oh, error retrieve an icon from desktop database. So the question is, does this at least work? Yeah, okay, so if the icon can be found, it's fine. One reason why this part is a bit tricky on classic macOS is that same drive can contain multiple or no volumes at any given time. Multiple in the case when user ejects but doesn't dismount disk, for example. For example, to do a disk-to-disk copy or a single disk drive, yeah. Well, anyway, we managed to get the icons themselves. I think I'll just go back to not iterating for now. And just... Oh, did I delete it now? So I'm a little confused though. Why doesn't this error? With volume indexes exceeding error, not no error? It's basically what we're doing. If error, not no error. Going from 1 to just under 10,000. Oh, that's why it's not working. Because Uli is an idiot and does the same call 10,000 times without giving it the correct counter. Let's see what happens now.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's our fake error, I think. What's the param error? Where did we return that? Okay, it couldn't open it. I guess NSVR would really be what we want in this case. Or not. Or maybe just the AFP. No item. Because it might just be one. Yeah, let's do that. AFP item not found. Because this one doesn't have a desktop database as my guess. And that's probably... Let's see if it keeps going if we do that. And then maybe finds one.
Uh-oh.
Still minus 50. Oh, so it's a real minus 50. Huh. Oh, is it maybe here minus 50? Does this give you param error if the wall index isn't right? Retrieve an icon from desktop database. Let's see if we can maybe also vnum. Let's see, there should probably be a low number like 10 in there. If this is just the param error at the end of the list.
Uh-oh.
2. But really... Let's see, if it's really the volume as I think, then I can hide it. So if R equals param error, then again just map it to item not found.
Uh-oh.
Okay. It's not that spot. What does it say? Retrieve an icon from desktop database to... Yeah, so that's just somewhere out of this function. Maybe the boot vref num. It's just nothing. I recently realized, or today actually, that we do have something like printf. So we can say pbdt get icon sync, or we can say the second spot failed, or we can say pbdt get path failed. The second of that failed, or we can say get vinfo failed, param error. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, right, I need the param block. What is it called? Oh, right, it's not in here. That was in the other external. XCMD block is what I called it. I should probably just create a debug locking library or something. Even if it's just one that draws into the top left of the screen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, quit.
Uh-oh.
pbdt get path failed, and that has a param error. Okay. One step closer. So that's here. So maybe I'm setting up that param block wrong. That's a good idea. You could publish all the code you've written as early as HyperCard Toolbox on Patreon or something. I did have a C++ helper library for writing external commands back in the day. I'm just not sure whether I still have a working disk that it's on. And it had stuff like appending to the return value, and I think it even did, append an integer to the return value, so I don't have to do the num to string thing each time. So this is a spot where we fail. So let's log, I guess, the boot vref num. Just log that and see what comes out. Oops. Oh, I can't actually. I have to append. Message string. Did I? Not here. Maybe in xcopy file. Yeah, copy C2P string. one day I will somehow put all this code in one folder so I don't have duplicates anymore. But right now I'm demonstrating bad style. Okay, so what were they called? First, copy C to P string. Message string. Put this. And then append string message string num string and message string okay. And we could probably say tbdt get path failed with ref num. All right. Wrong folder.
Uh-oh.
Refnum equals -2. Yeah, that's not a good refnum. So the question still remains, so I guess that up there, find volume ref num. If boot vref num less than 0, I guess, and just return item not found. Let's just see what that will do. That might give us an endless loop instead of, no, in this spot we can't do item not found. We have to do NSV error. So I guess that will just make us exit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so -1 is not necessarily wrong, I guess. I don't know. I have to read documentation, I guess, more to find out what this is all about. Which is even less riveting than coding on stream. So so let's just go through the list. What does this look for? And it exits if error, not no error. Yeah, I just couldn't find one. So that's not really working. Well, I think this is where we call it a day for this week. Yeah. So anyway, we managed to read icons. That's cool. We haven't managed to get all the icons the computer knows. But at least there's something. It's a little weird though that like the sample code you pointed me to inside Macintosh that basically takes this approach: loop until it gives you an error. So that's a little weird that in my case it kind of doesn't really clearly terminate with an error and then something else. The later spot is unhappy. Wait, one thing I want to check here. This is fine. Yeah, so this one failed. So if we just pretend that this case here is icon not found. So maybe it's just OneDrive without a desktop database. I don't know. Let's just randomly throw it at the wall and see what happens.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I left the stack open. All right. It worked. It worked. It worked. Might be the PC drive emulated by Sheepshaver doesn't have a desktop database on it. Yeah, something like that, I guess it was. Because now you see, we have the mist icon. Let's see if we can...
Uh-oh.
No, I guess that's not the same creator code. I wanted to get the QuickTime extension. No. Is it? Oh, I'll fix it some other day. Press edit. What is this? Something on it? Okay. What the heck? Okay. That's a weird creator code for the QuickTime extension. I'm not sure it should be like that. Oh, but I guess it is. Well, anyway. Yeah, I think we'll leave it here. We've grabbed Mist's icon. That's a good demo that it works. So the trick, for those of you keeping track at home, was basically that pbdtGetPath gives parameter error for certain drives. And I guess there was one drive before the one that contained the before the mist drive. And so this way we've got our icons. So the question is, what will we be doing? As always, on my regular Sunday streaming time, I should probably push this button. On my regular streaming time on Sunday, which is 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. PST and 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central European time, we will be playing Dishonored: Death of the Outsider. We've started a little bit, but we are still early on, so you haven't missed much, and I can easily catch you up. It's an interesting steampunk world with stealthy, sneaky action and assassinations and betrayals and interesting game mechanics and magical powers. It's a really interesting game. Really well done. A bit depressing. But yeah, so we'll be enjoying that, as we usually do. I'm thinking that I'll be streaming something on Monday. I haven't really decided. I might finish this X-import file icon external, and then maybe finally get to the shell script so I can actually commit stuff to GitHub. Alternately, I might just go and work on my programming language. So my programming language is inspired by HyperTalk, mostly compatible even. So there will be some interesting stuff to see there, but of course I'm developing the actual language, the parser, the bytecode interpreter, and I would actually be looking into some compiler bugs that I have there. It compiles to bytecode, which it then runs, so that's why it has a compiler. It's not native code. And so I might be tinkering around with that instead. I guess I'll decide that on the day or something. I think I found where the param error comes on Sheepshaver XFS CPP line 2283. The XFS implementation defaults to param error for messages they don't handle. Ah. Okay, so so it's can actually not click links in the bot. Sheepshaver uses Basilisk XFS for code. Yeah. Is there? Why would the file system? How is the file system involved in finding a desktop database? That sounds interesting. Anyway, we can get icons. I like this. Yeah, so hopefully see you on Sunday or on Monday, depending on where your interests lie. And now maybe for those of you who are still here, why not go on a raid? Let me just mute the game audio and check out who is live right now that we can raid. You don't have to stay there as always, but it would be nice if you come along, you know, it's always nice if someone comes raiding and there's a reasonably big number there, and, you know, check out what they are like. You know what? Okay. I have a choice between two. I think let's raid Mr. Guybrush. Who is a fun Spanish streamer. And yeah, who is playing The Witcher 3 right now, which is an interesting adventure-y game. Hopefully come along, say hi. If you gotta leave, you gotta leave, but fine. See you then. And hopefully see you on the next stream.